Good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, I am your wine guy and I promise to bring you educational content and not just educational content, content you will love and you would fall in love with. So on today's episode, I am going to be teaching you how to properly hold your wine glass, and I will also be teaching you or letting you in. No, let me not say teach you. I don't wish to teach you people. No, but I'm just going to be educating you more on your types of wine and why we have wines with different tastes. So, without wasting much time, this is our wine cup, your wine glass, or whatever you want to call it. Now, the the most painful aspect of this thing is that people tend to hold this wine glass in a very annoying way, and I just wish I can just go there and give them a knock on their head. Why? Stop doing this nonsense. But what to do? I'm just the wine guy. So I'm going to be letting you in on the proper way or the best way to hold your wine cup and why. Not that we just woke up one day and start telling people to hold your wine cup like this, hold your wine cup like this. There's a reason why you should hold it, and I'm going to let you in on it. So first and foremost, the best way to hold your wine glass is, you see this, your two fingers and your thumb. Put it to use. You have your two fingers here. Let me raise my hand up. So you have your two fingers here, as you can see, and your thumb here. So you're holding it this way. Mhm. Now you don't need to hold it too aggressively. Be gentle with it. Hold it. Caress it with care. Handle with care. Now, when you're holding your glass cup like this, you are giving your wine enough air to breathe. Air, your wine needs to breathe. So you're giving it enough air to breathe by holding it this way. Now, let me give us an example. We have a red wine here. We have a red wine here. We have an empty glass here. The proper way to hold your wine glass is like this. If you hold it like this, you've done something. You've altered the taste of your wine because the temperature of your palm is going to transfer into the wine, therefore giving it or altering the taste of it. It cannot give you that perfect taste anymore. The moment you are holding your glass like this, or you're holding your glass like this, you see some girls, because you want to show how posh you are, you'll be holding your, no, you're doing it wrongly. The best way to hold your wine glass is like this. By doing this, you are giving your wine enough room to breathe. It needs air to breathe. So you treat it with care. Unlike like this now, the temperature of your palm is on the glass like this. It will therefore affect the wine. It will change the taste, and you know, not like it's not fit for consumption, but you will not get that perfect taste anymore. So the best way to hold your wine glass is like this. So there are 6 types of wine. 6. So the first one we have is red wine, which is very, very common. The red wine is produced from dark colored grapes varieties. You know, this dark colored grape will give us the perfect red wine, and they have heavy texture. They have, when you see a red wine, when you pour it into the cup, you can feel the presence of the weight, then the flavor, everything, you can perceive it also. Then we have the white wine. The white wine is produced from green or yellowish grapes. You know those green or yellowish grapes? That is what is used to produce white wines. And they are always light in flavor. They are always light in flavor. Then the third one, we have rose wine. So these rose wines, they are produced from the same red grapes, but the back is peeled off. The back is peeled off, so, or slightly peeled off, giving us that perfect pink. color, pink color. Four types of wine. The fourth type of wine we have is sparkling wine. So this sparkling wine is produced with the red grape, the dark colored grape, but the sparkling wine, the presence of carbon dioxide inside is what gives us that fuzzy look, that bubbling look. Example of type of sparkling wine we have is the champagne. Now, there's a whole lot of misconception about wine generally. You see, this champagne is not a type of wine; it's an example of a type of wine. Now, champagne is an example of sparkling wine. Champagne is an example of sparkling wine. This champagne is why it is called champagne is because it is produced in the Champagne region of France. It is produced in the Champagne region of France. So therefore, we can boldly say, not all sparkling wines are champagne, but all champagnes are sparkling wine. Why? Any sparkling wine that is produced within the Champagne region of France is called a champagne. But any sparkling wine that is not produced within the Champagne region of France is not a champagne. It is just a sparkling wine. It is just a sparkling wine. So don't always get it wrong. Champagne is not a type of wine. It is an example of a type of wine. Now, another type of wine we have is the desert wine. This desert wine are specifically produced with alcohol. They have high quantity of or high presence of alcohol more than the red wine, the white wine, the rose wine, sparkling wine. These desert wine are specifically made for desserts or after desserts. Mhm. That is what they are made for. They help in digestion also. They help break down your digestion. They make digestion easy. So you take them after your meals when you're having your dessert or after your dessert. Then the last type example of wine we have, and sorry, the last type of wine we have is the fortified wine. So the fortified wine are wines that are produced with high density of alcohol. High density of alcohol. So when you pick up those wines and you can easily perceive the high level of alcohol in it, they are fortified wine. As long as you cannot perceive the alcohol, then it is not a fortified wine. A fortified wine, you would perceive the alcohol in it. You know that, yes, this is fortified wine or this is a red wine. So don't always make that mistake. Don't mix red wine and fortified wines together. Fortified wine can be red like this. So not all wine that has this color are red wine. Some are fortified wine. So always check. Hey, you say you go to a party, please, I need red wine. Oh, is that red wine? Oh, give me some. That's like you take some and before you know, you are drunk. Or you start feeling tipsy and you be like, it was just red wine I took. No, auntie, you didn't take red wine, it's fortified wine you took. So, my dear, now another thing again I want to call your attention to is you can have three different wines. Like, place three different wines on the table, huh? And they will all taste differently. It is not because one is better than the other. No. The region in which it was produced plays a bigger role. Aside region, we also have technique that was used in production to plays a bigger role. Then the type of grape that is produced or grown in that region also plays a greater role. You cannot compare the type of grape that is being grown in South Africa with the type of grape that is being grown in Spain. It's not because one is better than the other. Their soil is different. So it will definitely come out differently. That's why we have two or three types of red wines with different tastes. It's either one will be sweeter than the other, or one will have a lighter texture than the other. So these three categories plays a bigger role in how your wine is going to come out. Either the location or the technique or a kind of grape. So now, as we come to the end of this episode, there is a special giveaway for people in Ibadan. If you are in Ibadan, this is for you. Hmm? We have a bottle of wine placed in one of your favorite malls. A short video is going to be posted in our Instagram page where you will get an idea or an hint of the mall and where the bottle of wine has been placed. So, if you are the lucky one, go to our Instagram page and find your hint there and go get your bottle of wine. And when you get it, please make a post and tag us on our Instagram page. Thank you very much. I love you guys. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.